Second trimester is just such a honeymoon of the pregnancy. Yeah, right. Hi mamas, welcome to my channel. My name is Anna and here on YouTube I am sharing my pregnancy journey. I am 27 weeks pregnant. How crazy that is. And that means that I am officially in my third trimester. In this video, I will cover roughly weeks 14 to 27 of my pregnancy. All the things. I'm gonna do a general second trimester pregnancy recap, important milestones, symptoms, must-haves, next steps, all of that. Real quick, my first trimester was really rough. I had a pretty strong nausea. I had to start taking medication to try and manage that. If you want to know more about that experience, there's going to be a video somewhere up here. Finally, by weeks 16, 17, the nausea passed and I started feeling good. So in my second trimester, the nausea is completely gone. The loss of appetite is completely gone. I love food. I am very hungry very often, and my energy is at all times high, so that's been great. I don't know necessarily that I would call this time a honeymoon of the pregnancy, because obviously I'm gonna have to see how the third trimester goes and all that, but all I can say is that I am definitely really enjoying being pregnant in the second trimester. Even though physically I am feeling much better, emotionally, second trimester is just as much a roller coaster as the first one was. I still feel like I have lots of ups and downs and lots of just feeling overwhelmed and stressed and scared for the future and all that. And all that is mixed with just loving the pregnancy and loving what's happening and being so excited about it and being so confident and feeling so good about the whole situation. It's a roller coaster, and that's completely normal. And thankfully my husband knows and understands that, and he is there supporting me with all the emotions that I'm feeling. Speaking of my husband, we both feel like second trimester has been just so huge for us bonding as a couple, as a family, even more so than we were before. I am incredibly lucky with my husband, with how supportive he is, how involved he is in this whole pregnancy thing, and we both feel like the situation's definitely making us feel stronger as a couple. We do a lot of things together. He takes care of me. He makes sure that I drink water and eat a diverse and balanced diet and exercise and all the things. We both read a lot of books about pregnancy. We discuss things that we learn. We research things that we feel like we want to research as a family. We do a lot of that stuff together, so I don't feel like it's just me trying to deal with this whole pregnancy thing and figuring out what I want to do and what I'm gonna do and all that. So it's been awesome. We're having a great time connecting over this. As I started feeling good, my energy was back in the beginning of my second trimester. I also had the time to focus on my hobby, which is the hand burning felt hats that you can see behind me. I really enjoy doing it. It's something that brings me joy and happiness on a daily basis. I even took my hobby one step further and created a Etsy store where I've been selling those hats and having some little but great feedback on them, so that's super exciting. It's making me happy. And I guess to finish this very general recap of the second trimester, of course, my bump finally really showed up probably around the 15th week mark. But then by weeks, probably like 23, 24, it was very obvious, not only to me and my husband and the people that actually know that I'm pregnant, but to everyone else. And I also am absolutely not shy showing it off. I love my bump. A few big milestones that happened during the second trimester of my pregnancy. First one was the big anatomy scan ultrasound that is done around 20 weeks, where they go in very detailed and check all the things, was the baby and the heart chambers and how many fingers they see, and just like all the things, do all the measurements, make sure that the baby is developing correctly and is good and healthy. It was such a huge event in our life. I feel like my husband and I we still talk about it, and we still like to share our feelings and emotions about it, because it truly was so huge. I filmed a video a few weeks ago all about that 20-week ultrasound. I'm gonna link that up here for you. Speaking of medical stuff, the next big milestone was the glucose test that I got done around 24 weeks to be checked for gestational diabetes. Thankfully, I passed the test. I did not have gestational diabetes, so that was a huge relief. And the last but probably the most important milestone that happened during the second trimester of my pregnancy is feeling the first baby moves and baby kicks. And those are so incredibly special. I could never imagine how big of an effect they're gonna have on just my mental state and my emotional well-being and just my connecting with the pregnancy. I want to say that I started feeling the first little somethings around like 18 weeks, but at that point I only felt that those little flutters were, I wasn't sure if those were baby moves or like the little like gas bubbles that were like just moving in my stomach. And so I kept like questioning it, and then my husband was like, well, it's definitely the baby moves because you've had gas before and you never questioned that. Like, you know it's different. And then probably by weeks like 25, 26, those little flutters and movements turned into pretty obvious somersaults and kicks and spins. And now by 26 weeks, I can actually also see it on my belly when the baby is moving. So that's super cute and super special. All right, off to the pregnancy symptoms of the second trimester. There's a lot of them. I have a list. I'm going to be looking down to make sure I don't forget to mention anything. A big one is my teeth became very, very sensitive to especially cold foods. I've been using Sensodyne, and that's done very little to help. What I feel like is helping is making sure I water floss every night, was just a little bit of the like antibacterial mouthwash, and it seems like the sensitivity of at least my gums went down a little bit, so I'm going to keep doing that. Weight gain, as I mentioned before, I had a pretty rough first trimester with lots of nausea, absolutely no appetite. I lost, I think, around 10 pounds. By week 25, I reached my pre-pregnancy weight. And as of right now, I am 5 pounds over my pre-pregnancy weight, which doesn't really mean anything. That's just how my body is handling this pregnancy. So if you're also pregnant and you gained a lot more weight at this point, or you didn't gain any weight at all, that does not automatically mean that there's anything wrong or there's like any reason to be worried. Just listen to your doctor, take care of yourself. Everybody is different, and we're doing an incredible job of growing a whole new human here. Next symptom is crazy, very realistic, very vivid dreams. I'm having a lot of them, including a lot of spicy and sexy dreams, which is fun. We're definitely enjoying that part of pregnancy. But the other dreams that are just crazy, they're almost like restless. And I wake up just being like so frazzled and like, what's going on? But that's, that's pretty normal in pregnancy. Speaking of sleep, it's been so uncomfortable to fall asleep, to get situated and all of the pillows, to get comfortable, to then realize that I have to go to the bathroom 10 minutes later, have to crawl out of the pillow fortress that I just built, get back in, try to get situated again, all that. It's so uncomfortable. One more symptom is round ligament pain. It can be pretty dull and like long-lasting pain, or it can be like a short and sharp pain in the like bottom half of your belly. And it is the pelvic floor and the muscles and everything just stretching. So definitely, if you're feeling something like that, talk to your doctor, but a lot of the times it's pretty normal. There's nothing to be concerned about, and a belly belt that will support your belly and reposition the weight distribution a little bit better so that it is a little bit easier on your body. I'm going to link the one that I use and love in the description below. What else? Leg cramps at night have been very annoying and painful. I've been waking up pretty much every night from a leg cramp. They were a lot worse until I started taking magnesium, and now they seem to be just much lighter. Constipation is another annoying symptom that is unfortunately very normal, and what I'm trying to do to help my body with that is consume fiber, both in pill form as well as just trying to make sure I eat a lot of fruit and vegetables, and also drink a lot of water. And the last symptom that's been incredibly annoying and has affected my life more than anything else on the list is just having to pee so much. I will literally go pee 3 times in a 20-minute period and still feel like I have to go pee again. That's really annoying because it makes it a little bit challenging to go anywhere where there might not be a bathroom, or be in the car for a long time, or go on a walk around the neighborhood and like not have that access to the bathroom whenever I need to. So it's an adjustment. We definitely have to plan a lot more. Anytime we leave the house, we like, okay, do we need to look up closest bathrooms? Are we just not going? Do we make whatever we're doing a little bit shorter? Do we try to not drink 2 hours before? It's been a challenge. All right, next is the pregnancy must-haves, the second trimester must-haves that I feel like I would be a lot more uncomfortable without. A water bottle. I am really trying to make sure that I am staying hydrated. My doctor said that a good amount is my weight divided by 2 in ounces. So that makes it about 80 ounces of water a day that I need to be drinking. So those 40-ounce Stanley tumblers came to mind, but I really don't like the idea of spending that much money on a Stanley cup just because it says Stanley. So I found this one on Amazon for half the price or more. This was $20. Works just as fine. Keeps my water very cold. It's 40 ounces, so I know that once I refill this once and finish that second one, I'm good on my water intake for the day. As for clothes, the dress that I'm wearing right now It's on Amazon. It's 30 bucks. It is so comfortable, so flattering. I have it in 4 different colors because I just love it so much. It's perfect for summer. I live in those dresses. They are so easy to dress up or down, and they make my belly look super cute, so I've been living in those dresses. I also purchased a treadmill. Reason being, I know that exercising is very important, and it's recommended that you get 30 minutes of activity a day, every day while you're pregnant, even if it's just walking. And I was just walking my dog around the neighborhood and to the park, but lately I haven't been able to do that as much is because of how often I have to pee. So having a treadmill in the house has been a lifesaver. No matter how cold or hot it is outside, I'm be inside comfortable walking. Whenever I have to go use the bathroom, I can pause it and go use the bathroom. I can either put that under my desk and work on my laptop while I'm walking, or I can set that in front of a TV and watch a movie or a TV show while I'm working. And then when I don't need it, because it's a portable, collapsible treadmill, I just slide it under the couch and it's out of the way. I mentioned it before, but I'm gonna repeat real quick that belly band is so helpful. I don't have to wear that every day, and I don't wear it every day, but if I have any kind of lower back pain or round ligament pain, I just put that on, and in a few hours it's giving me such a big relief, and usually it doesn't, the pain goes away. I've been religiously using Eucerin lotion to keep my skin hydrated, as well as Burt's and Bees belly butter, as well as hyaluronic acid and centella extract. All of that in hopes to prevent or minimize the appearance of stretch marks. I also recently posted 2 videos, 2 parts of my pregnancy safe skincare routine, so feel free to check them out. There's a lot of products there, and all of those products I personally did research and then feel very good and safe using while pregnant. Fiber and magnesium have been pretty essential for keeping me comfortable in the second trimester of my pregnancy to help with constipation and muscle cramps. Pillows. Pillows is such a must-have for pregnancy. All kinds of pillows, you name it, I tried it. I tried this, the huge pregnancy pillow. I didn't really love it, so I'm not using it as much. I really like the smaller version of a pregnancy pillow that is like the 2 connected wedges that go behind your back and under your belly to support, and then I can still enjoy my regular favorite pillow. So I got that one. And then I'm using like 5 or 6 pillows on a daily basis, on a nightly basis, on top of the wedge pregnancy pillow. And the last thing that is probably not a must-have, but it is for me and for my husband, is we got a baby Doppler. It's the little like sound machine where you can find your baby's heartbeat at home and listen to it. And that was so helpful for us, especially before I started feeling consistent like kicks and moves. It's just such an immediate relief. You find that heartbeat, you hear it, and you're like, okay, the baby is good. So while it's not necessarily a must-have, it is for us, and we definitely recommend looking into it. They're not expensive. You can buy one or you can rent one, but it's really cool to be able to connect with your baby and listen to their heartbeat pretty much anytime you feel like it. You don't have to wait for that OB appointment. And yeah, that was pretty much it for my second trimester pregnancy recap. I think I covered most of the important points that I could think of. The next steps, now that we are officially in the third trimester, include making sure the baby registry is all set up, the planning a baby shower, planning a baby moon, reading all of the books and listening to all of the podcasts on pregnancy and labor and creating my birth plan. I'm sure I'm going to be filming all or most of those steps, so yeah, you can subscribe to my channel. I try to post once a week on Thursdays, and I hope to see you again. Thank you for stopping by.